From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
kick is good.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
7. Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Eason. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to number 8.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
He's going to make
And
everything
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
It is good.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a gain of 9, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go play action with Eason. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
Browns, first down.
Throwing is Eason. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
6-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with these drills. Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
And that means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Darnold on third down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
At the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On second down now, it's Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
28-yard gain. First down, Cleveland.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Let's bring it. 54's Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots, nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Eason sets to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Check 55, Mike. Switch. Mike, 55.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Cyber it on for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Darnold. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Mike 47. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now Darnold. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot down.
Now Carson fumbles the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Austin Seibert on 4th.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Come on, baby. It's a lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 3 yards out, and the Browns are pouring it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first down throw, Darnold. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. To the air again, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down. It's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And 3.
47 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Check in. Record. Mike 28. Coming to you.
Here's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
On the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
47-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 40.
Play action. It's Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Hey, watch the slant. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Eason's
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. And the Browns first down.
They run with Hunt. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Eason. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. First down, Browns.
Eason. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 21 yards away. And the Browns continue to roll.
Point after.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Man, 80. Check.
From the 17, Darnold looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So
Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Off the play fake, Eason. Going to throw right side here, complete. They find some open field here. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
47.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
To number 13. No gain on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try to run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Browns 56. Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike, 55.
Darnold from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
The score, Browns 56, Patriots 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Eason going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
13-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
47, Mike, 47, and 80, 47.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Mike's 47. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Darnold on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
One last throw now for Darnold. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
68.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New England, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.